Now, anybody that knows me knows that I am a massive Disney nut, and seeing as these last couple of weeks have marked 2 years since I was in Disney World in Florida, I thought I would relive the glory days by trying out a few of my favourite Disney hairstyles. Now, I've never been particularly good at hairstyles, but seeing as I've had to do them for Instagram and this channel, I'm getting a little bit more confident. So I'm going to start with Belle. So now we all know Belle's iconic hairstyle. So first of all, I'm just going to put the top half of my hair up. I hope I can do it justice. Yeah, that feels like it's about enough. Right. I will turn my back momentarily. Okay. So, from what I could gather on Pinterest, you loosen the hair tie, twist it once, find the gap, twist it again. I really hope you can see what I'm doing, because I can't. And then do the same with this last piece, the rest of your hair. Twist it. Loosen it, twist it once, twist it twice. Now, I can feel straight away it's not particularly straight, so I'm sorry, Belle, but I can't see what I'm doing. I do have some blue ribbon as well, so I am just going to... It's a bit long because it's a belt, so it's going to be a massive bow, but who doesn't love a massive bow? So I'm just going to tie it round once, now I'm hoping from the back it at least resembles Belle's hair. It feels like it does, particularly if I sort of pull it round. She's one of my favourite princesses, so I hope I've done it justice. And like I'd like to do, I'm going to rate it out of 5 for easiness. So I'm going to give that hairstyle out of 5. A 2.5. Because it wasn't the most complicated to do. All it was just twisting it and sort of tying it. So for now I'm going to give it a 2.5. And I'm going to have to watch the video back and see what it actually looks like from the back. I'm hoping it, like I say, it at least vaguely resembles it. And the reason why I didn't give it a 3 or any higher was just because it doesn't feel like it's going to look particularly sort of neat and like an actual hairstyle. So it may well do, say for example, if I sort of clipped this front bit up and just left these baby hairs, that might sort of improve it. So I'll just sort of put it there for now. You know, Belle does have that little tendril that falls down. Yeah, I'm going to give that 2.5 out of 5. So now we've done Belle's sort of casual French chic look, we're going to move on to my personal favourite when she's in that stunning yellow dress. So I'm going to start by again putting up the sort of front and top layers of my hair. So it's the sort of half up, half down style again. Ponytail, half loose I used to call it. Let no one say I don't know how to come up with creative hairstyle names. Right, so now I'm hoping everything's not going to fall off. Not having much luck today. I'm going to carefully turn around. There we go, so you can see what I'm doing at the back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to tie it in a ponytail. So I've looped it twice, but then this time I'm only going to sort of half pull it through. So it creates this sort of half bun effect. And then she has the sort of gold headpiece thing. I don't have that, sadly, so I just have a sparkly hair clip. So what I'm going to do is just clip it underneath the bun as straight as I can get it. So looking at that, obviously I can't see the hair clip. However, I do actually feel quite princessy with my hair like this. Just need the yellow dress now. Now I love any sort of half up, half down hairstyle. It's actually, I had my hair half up from when I got married, so it is just one of my favourite hairstyles. So I might be slightly biased, but I am going to give this hairstyle 4.5 out of 5. And the only reason why I'm not going for the full 5 is because basically I did it. So I have no clue how any of these hairstyles are going to look from the back until I watch this footage back. So I always have to take off like half a point minimum, because just purely because I did it. And I just have it in my head that it's going to look rubbish regardless. So, but yeah, it was actually really simple to do. I think it's actually a really pretty hairstyle. Like I say, I love the half up, half down. And I like to think the little sparkly hair clip I've added just gives it that little bit of a princess feel. Now, this next one is another one of my favourite princesses. It's Jasmine. Now, the tutorial that I looked at on Pinterest made it look really easy. So it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to use this little headband. This was actually the headband that I wore when I got married. It is my wedding headband. So I've got to be really careful with it because it was only a cheapy one from Claire's. So I'm going to take, I have no idea if this works. I don't know if it needs to be a full-on round my whole head headband. So I'm going to take the front section of hair and just tuck it into the headband. And then I'm going to do the same for the next section, and I'm going to make sure I'm gathering it all in as I go. So it's sort of similar in execution to like a French plait, French braid, Dutch braid, whatever you want to call it, where you're adding sections as you go. And as I predicted, I've now run out of headband. So that's going to have to do for now. And then I will just do the same on the other side. I think this headband was about £6.50 from Claire's Accessories. And I did try on a tiara like I had at the beginning of the video. I just felt ridiculous. I felt like a child dressing up. I don't know if any other sort of brides-to-be felt like that. But I felt like a kid dressing up as a bride. Same as when I tried on the big, I did actually try on sort of Belle's dress, but in ivory, and it just didn't feel right. So, in typical me fashion, this side's not as neat, but we're getting there. So now, I'm going to tie this bit up in a ponytail. Try and pull out some of the hair around my crown, because Jasmine's got that big, beautiful sort of bouffant look. then I've got, forgive me curl gods, I've got my elastics. And then all I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna sort of tie it because I do not want my hair to snag. I'm just gonna put it in, I think this is called a bubble ponytail? I'm not quite sure. My hair's not as long as hers, so I'm just gonna do the 2 loops. And I like to think I now look like a feisty Jasmine. Probably not. Right, moment of truth. Time for the back view. Always helps when the mic pings off when you try and stand up. So, I'm quite pleasantly surprised by this hairstyle. When it comes to sort of tucking things into headbands and sort of trying anything a bit more elegant than just a mum bun, I'm always a bit hit and miss. But obviously I'm aware it's not the neatest job, because as I said, it's me. But I like to think it sort of vaguely resembles it. And although I wouldn't wear this every day, I think it looks sort of quite effective. So I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5, just purely because, again, it's me doing it. Yeah, I think it looks nice. I think you can tell that it's meant to be like a Jasmine hairstyle, but maybe I just don't have quite enough hair. It just doesn't look sort of quite right to me. So the next hairstyle I'm going to attempt is a princess that I didn't have much time for growing up, but having watched the film back as an adult, I've actually think she's pretty decent. It's Cinderella. So I'm going to take out quite a big sort of chunk of hair from the front of my hair and put the rest of the hair into a high ponytail on top of my head, also known as a pineapple. What's that? That's baby hair at the side of my head. Okay. Now, this next bit I have had attempted on me. Like, I've had it done to me in the past by someone else. I've never attempted it by myself. So this is the part that's going to be fun. So I've got lots of Kirby grips, and I'm just going to hope for the best. I'm going to take this front section of my pineapple, and then I'm going to sort of roll it in on itself and pin it. And I'm hoping once I've done this with all my hair, it's going to create the sort of big, elegant bun that she has. So now I'll do it with this part of my hair. I can remember how I did it. I always find, I don't know if anyone else is like this, the first sort of attempt is always the best, and then I can never quite get it right after. So I'm just pinning it in place sort of blindly. I will neaten it up once I've done. And then again, roll it towards my head. Try and keep it in place. I'm left-handed, so it's always a bit awkward having to sort of do the crossover part. And then these last 2 parts of my hair, I'm going to go down. Last piece for this part. Sorry if I keep looking up as well. I've got the mirror propped up so I can actually see what I'm doing for once. Right, rolling that into my head. this is a hack as well for using the hairpins. You have it so the bumpy part is facing down as you clip it into your hair, because that is the part of the hair clip that actually grips. So, I'm just gonna pin that bit up. So I like to think I have a reasonably presentable Cinderella bun. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take my tiara. My husband bought me this a few years ago for my birthday, because I always say that I'm a princess when it's my birthday. And I'm just going to take my pins, take the section of my hair, and I'm just going to clip it, all of it, behind my tiara. Oh, I actually really like that. I think that looks quite pretty. Where was this when I got married? And then the next side. Doesn't help as well, I've got so many different layers in my hair. Let's give it a little twist, just to keep it all in. And then I'm going to pin that. And then I just want to sort of neaten it up, because I can see I've got a few straggly parts. Get back in where you belong. Rogue curl. I'm just going to tuck that into the hair, into my tiara. Well, it might look messy and it might look silly, but I actually feel really elegant and I feel really princessy like this. I love it. I think I've just found my birthday hairstyle. I'll just see what it looks like from the back. Try not to knock anything off. As I say, I have no clue what it looks like, so it may well look a hot mess, but I really like this. I'm tempted to leg it down and show actually I won't show my husband because the baby's being a stinker. So, can't stop looking at my reflection in the mirror. So, this hairstyle was quite fiddly to do, and it did take a good few minutes, given I like to just do quick hairstyles. However, I do feel like a princess. Obviously, I know that if you add a tiara, you're going to feel like a princess regardless. But given I hate wearing my hair off my face this much, I always make sure I have my face framing pieces down. But I feel really elegant and really sort of regal. So I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 because, as I said, it was quite time consuming and fiddly. But I am absolutely in love with how it looks. I feel like a princess and I don't want to take it down for the next one. Okay, and the last hairstyle, I've saved the best for last. My absolute hero, I'm going to try Ariel's hair. So, the big thing, whenever I Google Ariel hairstyle, they always have a massive, deep side part. So, this is going to be interesting. As I said, Ariel was my absolute hero growing up. I'm sure this is the reason subconsciously why I dye my hair red. Well, it's not even subconsciously why I dye my hair red. So, deep side part. Big old bouncy late 80s fringe. I think it was 1989, wasn't it? The Little Mermaid came out. That's it. I'm sure if I wanted to, I could add like some hairspray to sort of make it even bigger. I don't think I really need it. Wow! Life goal achieved. I do also have a little starfish. Just to really make the look complete. Right. See you later. I'm going to go and rescue a prince. in all seriousness though, when my husband feels like being sweet, he does like to say I look like Ariel. So I'm actually loving this hairstyle. This is probably my favourite one. So as a result, this hairstyle is going to get a 5 out of 5 because it's literally one hairpin and a little starfish, and that's it. I like to think you can tell who I'm trying to be, even though it's clearly like a fancy dress hairstyle. I would not be opposed to sort of tongue-in-cheek going out like this, because it's not that dissimilar from how I used to wear my hair before I switched back to my centre parting. I used to have a side part. So this is probably the most sort of everyday hairstyle out of the 5 that I've demoed. I think I'm actually going to keep it like this for a little bit, just because I don't want to stop being Ariel yet. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if there's any other sort of iconic princess hairstyles you think I should try. As always, don't forget to hit like, subscribe and share for more content, and I will see you soon. Bye bye! So, can't find the tripod for it, so I've had to sort of balance it on the tripod for my phone. And I do have, apart from my shitty ring light, I don't know if the mic's picking up, baby's not happy. Daddy's down there with her, she's fine, she's just a stroppy little moo. And I will see you soon for, I was going to do my husband's sign off then.